Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 10 out of Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Nle Choppa's arrest in South Florida. I have the paperwork, and I'm going to be breaking it down for y'all in this video. March 28th, 2021, Broward County Sheriffs responded to Southwest 66 Terrace in Davie, Florida, in reference to a burglary in progress in a secured vehicle storage lot. The towing company dispatcher was watching the lot through a live camera feed in which she saw two vehicles pulling into the closed business parking lot. Several men were seen exiting the vehicles and jumping over the fence of the secured lot. The dispatcher stated she didn't know who they were and further stated nobody was supposed to be in the tow yard at that time. Sheriffs reviewed the surveillance footage, seeing a silver 2019 Ford Expedition and a white 2010 Toyota Prius, both backed into a parking place at the southeast corner of the front parking lot. A black male wearing a black ski mask and black jacket with white sleeves, along with another black male wearing a yellow hoodie and black face mask, was seen exiting the rear of the Ford Expedition. They both walked over to the south gate of the business and jumped over the gate into the tow yard, walking around the entire yard. One man was seen exiting the yard by jumping over a concrete wall as the other jumped back over the gate. At that time, the Prius exited the parking lot and both men, crouching like Nle ninjas, ran back towards the Ford, attempting to make an escape. Responding officers arrived on scene and conducted a felony traffic stop on the Ford Expedition, which was still in the parking lot of the business. As the men exited the rear of the vehicle, firearms were visible on top of the back seat. Prior to them exiting the vehicle, the firearms were not visible because the men in the back were literally sitting on top of them. Bryson Potts, more commonly known as Nle Choppa, was wearing the black jacket with white sleeves as seen on camera, and Zyron Matlock was wearing the yellow hoodie. While officers spoke with Choppa, he admitted to jumping over the gate to retrieve a watch from a vehicle that was towed in an unrelated incident, but come to find out the car Choppa was looking for wasn't even parked in the fucking lot. A Glock 27 with an extended magazine and a Draco pistol were recovered from the vehicle Choppa was in, both fully loaded with a round in the chamber, meaning Choppa was sitting on guns ready to go, and one wrong move would have gave ass shots a whole new meaning.
Pause.
A third man, Tony Coleman, was also in the back seat, and because all three men were under the age of 21, under Florida law, none of them could legally possess the weapons found. All of them denied ownership over the weapons, and somehow they denied knowledge over the weapons they sat on. A purple and yellow backpack was also found within the vehicle that Choppa claimed was his. Inside the large pocket, officers found 7 grams of marijuana and 3.5 Xanax pills. Choppa was then charged with possession of a firearm without a permit, possession of Xanax, and possession of marijuana under 20 grams. Choppa was taken to Davie booking before being transferred to the Broward County Jail. His two co-defendants both admitted to what took place, one saying he jumped the gate to help Choppa get his watch, and the other saying he was in the car while they tried to get the watch. Both men were then charged with burglary and possession of a firearm. Now Zirion, I don't know how to say his name, but he sounds like a fucking Power Ranger. This wouldn't be the first time he hit the news over getting arrested. He was one of 3 juveniles arrested for multiple charges, including robbery and kidnapping. They apparently went in a man's home while he was sleeping, woke him up, and demanded money. When he said he didn't have money, they drove him to the gas station he worked at to use the ATM. He walked in, told the manager what was going on, she called the police, and a female officer arrived on scene, accidentally shooting Zirion, whatever, in his lower back. Now everybody already bonded out for this Mission Impossible watch burglary, and Nle Choppa took to Instagram with a long ass paragraph to sum it up. He said the police planted the drugs in his bag. I don't know if he knows, but the first fucking thing you should have said was planted was the damn guns. He claims he was mistreated during his arrest, he'll beat the case, and walk as a free man. I agree and I disagree. All y'all admitted to what took place, which was dumb as hell, but at the end of the day, nobody took anything. The intent was burglary, but of his own property. And I like that charge to get bumped down to trespassing, if not dismissed altogether. Y'all had 2 guns in the whip, but nobody was a felon, so it ain't even that big of a deal. And he can easily walk away with probation, but that in itself would make him a felon. Now, all in all, this case sounds like one of those missions y'all go on when y'all some badass jits. When y'all just want to break into some shit. You know how it is. I mean, I'm sure there's some people watching this that have done things like this. I know I fucking have. It's an adrenaline rush. You're sneaking around like fucking Splinter Cell, jumping over a gate. There's cameras. You're watching out. You're sneaking past them. Whatever it is, right? The fact that nothing was stolen, I mean, the intention, like I said, was a burglary, but they took nothing. Nothing was taken. They weren't going in there to steal fucking car parts and rims and shit. He was going in there to find one of his own vehicles and take one of his own watches out of the car. You know what I mean? So, you know, he's got that lawyer money. That lawyer's gonna make that shit sound sweet. And I guarantee it's gonna be brought down to a trespassing charge, which isn't a felony at that point. It's most likely gonna get dismissed after that, because it's like, are we really gonna press a trespassing charge? Now, I'm sure the manager of the tow lot, who, you know, he was all for it with the police and the investigation, he'll be like, oh, well, they came to my lot, they had guns in the car, could have turned bad. Could have turned bad doesn't mean it did. You know what I mean? Having guns in Florida, it's not that big of a fucking deal. I don't know what to compare it to. Like, having a gun in Florida is the equivalent of having Tim's in New York. You know what I mean? Or having a tan in California. Like, it's just part of Florida life. Just guns are fucking guns. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they weren't felons, that's amazing. That's good for them. That's perfect. Because if they were felons, then that would have been a lot more serious. You know what I mean? But if this is your first felony offense and would be your first felony conviction, you can walk away with probation. It isn't that big of a deal. They're not gonna try to max the gas. It's a 3rd-degree felony, punishable by up to 5 years, but it's your first felony offense, and this kid is a fucking millionaire. You know what I mean? Like, his teeth alone. This kid's picture looks like a fucking graduation picture. Like, you can tell Choppa ain't stressing none of this shit. It's not that big of a deal. Honestly, it probably would have been cheaper for him to just go buy another watch than hire a lawyer and fight this case, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. He's only fucking 18. I had no idea that that kid was 18. I mean, he's turned the fuck up. I knew he was young, but he's young as shit. You know what I mean? All in all, I don't think this case is that serious. I don't think he's gonna be facing any serious punishment. I'm pretty confident he's gonna walk away exactly how he said he would. And I mean, they might fuck him with like community service or, you know, some type of probation, but this kid's a superstar. So it's like, all right, you put him on probation, but then you let him travel, you let him do whatever. As long as he doesn't fuck up again, he's not gonna get in any trouble and he's good to go. But hey, it's Nle Choppa. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. Till next time.